Alright, hello guys, UnoPro here today with something pretty exciting, a new series I'm going to be doing, which is going to be a free to play run of just Magmar is the plan currently. So basically going to be starting from a fresh new account and then slowly working our way building up a new deck just like you would if you built a new deck. So currently I've played 0 games whatsoever. Quickly put together a couple of a very basic deck. Haven't put too much thought into it, just the decent neutral cards. But we will go into it and change it a little bit more as we unlock cards. So all I've done so far is just completed all the basic puzzles that you can before you can even play a game. So that's given us 295 gold, and we'll buy a few packs after our first match. So obviously for this series, I'm not going to be playing every game on this account on YouTube just because it's just way too much footage. What I will do is I will record in an Excel spreadsheet everything that I do, and we can see how I progress, what I disenchant, what I craft. So here, I'm going to get rid of the Shroud, have a fair few 2-drops. Natural selection could be okay. Doesn't work very good against the War Master. Now I actually have to think of what cards are like the basic cards. I think I'll keep this. Hope for a 2-drop. Okay, no 2-drop, but we've got a good follow-up. And I am just going to go ahead and play this. I could actually get rid of the mana tile, but I'm not going to. There's no real ever real need to do that. The only time you could do that is like if you wanted to go up here and then here, but that's assuming he's not going to play on here, which is yeah, not the best assumption to make. Okay, Crystal Wisp, that's fine. Let's get rid of this golem. So we can go for we can go here, play this, and then use a healing mystic. I'm gonna do that, and because of this, I kind of have to kill off this, but that's completely fine. It doesn't matter which way I'm going to do. So I'll stay here, and then I have the choice: do I block? Do I save this, or do I block the mana tile? Actually going to block this mana tile. I don't care if he kills this, it means this will be safe anyway. And there's a decent chance he might equip something to kill that. So I do apologise, I don't expect these low rank videos to be the most exciting. And it will be more about showing how you progress. And then once we hit, silver or get too close to gold, then I'd imagine the games will get pretty exciting. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of a Skyrock Golem. It's just not a very good card. It's just gonna kill this very cleanly. Actually, I'm gonna say this. I don't really care about the damage that much. Just gonna attack with this. It's too much of a liability to hold around, and it's not really gonna do much, especially with natural selection. I kinda just want to keep this here without attacking. Yeah. I have so much control of the board with this artifact that I'm happy just to let him trade off. If I had a 6 mana card in hand, then I would not do that. Because the only way I could play a 6 mana card was if this thing moves. But when I have a hand that can combine and play a minion and then another minion, or a minion and another spell, then it's fine because you don't need to walk onto it. Okay. It's tempting to play natural selection, but I'm probably just going to play these two here. Get rid of the rock pulverizer. Want to hit him with my general again, most likely. Possibly not though. Let's see what we'll get. Okay. So, let's move here. Let's attack this. Let's heal this up. And yeah, there's no real reason to kill this here. This is not going to do a lot by itself. The only way it kills off with a minion is using a hit from the general, which I'm fine from. And I can even play this here if I want to, though I'm not sure I do. There's not a lot to play around against, say, a Vayner. So, I could just play it here. If I play it here... Actually, I like playing it here. This will allow him to trade off like this, but that's a lot of damage. And if I play it here, that means he's going to have to walk this way. It means he could get a little bit of value out of his infiltrate minions, but that's so irrelevant at this point in the game. So you probably have to break the artifact here. I'm preventing at least 9 damage. If I can hit him with all 3 plus this, should be kill. So I guess I will be doing quests for the other factions. I won't do them on video, but I'll at least record what happens so you guys can see. So we will win this game. Okay, so just solid basic minions are enough to get you at least rank 20 pretty comfortably. If you just stop and have a think. Alright, so now we can open a couple of packs. So Magmar is a very good early class. I might put a couple of those in there. They're decent card when you start off. Alright, so yeah, I think most people recommend just getting Spirit Orbs for new players. Once you're a bit more confident, you can go in Gauntlet because you don't need a lot to get even. But if you're just starting, or you know, you just want to progress. Okay, so there's a dial task. I'm gonna disenchant that at some point. It's just not very good. Hopefully a legendary. Okay, 3 epics. So this is actually a good point. I want to talk about if you guys want me to only disenchant for the Magmar. So disenchant everything that's not Magmar, or if you want me to just disenchant bad cards like you would normally. So mention that in the comments or send me a message or whatever, what you think, because obviously you can progress a bit faster if you disenchant everything that's not Magmar. Okay, so decent packs. We got about 5 epics, I think. Oh, can't spell. So yeah, it's disenchantable, disenchantable. These two kind of a bit on the edge. But yeah, if we're just playing Magmar, we'll disenchant all of those. I mean, these are all pretty safe disenchants. Just trying to decide if I should disenchant them now. Alright, I'll leave that decision. I'm going to leave them there for now. We'll cover that in probably the next video. What I will do for now is just play a couple more with the level 0 deck. Won't worry about updating it too much. Just play level up Magmar a bit. and then in the next video we'll disenchant some stuff. Might as well just record that now. So it was a Vayner, it's a win, and then I'll do the rank 30. Oh well, rank 29, we'll do the rank afterwards. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all this. Want an early 2 or 3 drop. Not the most amazing, but we might actually keep all of this because this will allow me to kill nearly anything next turn. You know, normally this card isn't very good with natural selection, but when we can buff it up to 3 attack, it's not too bad. Plus, you know, we have other options. And by the way, guys, if you do start a new account and you're only, you know, around that rank 30, rank 25 area, don't feel like you need to make your own deck. The starter decks are perfectly fine, and I think I got to rank 13 or something before I actually made my first deck. Yeah, there's not too much of a rush with that kind of thing. Okay. So as I tend to do, I would like to replace a card. I know for sure, I'm just going to do this now. Sometimes if you know you're doing something for sure, you can just do it and then have a little bit more thinking time. Probably just going to play this here, move this up here, play Healing Mystic here. Okay, so what I'm doing here, moving up so he's provoked. We're going to play 2 minions. Of course we have to play our first minion on the mana tile. But I'm going to play this one because now it's protected from the general. You don't want to let your minions die for free to the general. And then I'm going to heal myself up, and I'm not going to attack here just because it lets him kill it for free, and I'd rather just keep him in place for a turn. There's not really getting anything out, doing 1 damage at the moment. But if I buffed up, it could actually be a decent threat. So as you can see, never really want to leave a minion just able to die for free like he did. And the fact that we left the provokes here means you won't be able to access this mana tile. Okay, so guys, this is a mistake. This is, you know, only really for newer players. But if you're just starting off, don't just play an artifact like this when you can't use the ability just because you have the mana to, because it just means it's going to die for free and not actually have done anything. Okay, let's get rid of a Repulsor Beast. Okay, I definitely want to go here. I'm gonna happy to let this die now, just to get the charge off the artifact. I don't want this to die for free, so I'm gonna buff it up. If he wants to attack it again to kill it, that's another 5 damage, and that's perfectly fine by me. So yeah, the reason I did Magmar was basically I wanted to still show you guys a strong free-to-play option, but I just didn't want it to be liner. Couple reasons. You know, first of all, I just don't really like liner. I think it's a bit simple, and also because it's kind of regarded as one of the best free-to-play classes already, and there's been a bit of coverage of that. So you know, it's something that's already been done a little bit. Okay, so we can't natural selection this because of this minion here, but we do have some other options. I'm going to get rid of the Dispel, nothing to Dispel at the moment. So what I'm going to do is just going to attack with both. and then provoke the other one, so he can't use this to clear my other minion. This way, if he wants to clear one of my minions, he has to attack with his general anyway, and we have so much damage in hand, it's unlikely he'll be able to defend. It's really good free to play game, guys, honestly. Like in Hearthstone or whatever, just a neutral minion like this will never really do anything. But you know, when I'm playing ladder with my proper, you know, S rank decks, if I run into a card like this, it can actually still do some damage because, you know, it's actually got quite decent stats. And yeah, just compared to other games, you really don't need a lot to win. Okay, so we will be able to kill him next turn. And as if, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and record that in there. And did we go to rank 28 now? Yeah. It's been a while since I've done this system. Okay, so rank 28. Yeah. So I'll play one more game just because it's been a pretty short video. I will continue with my other, you know, S rank ranked videos. Also still looking for ideas on advanced lessons Songhai series I'm doing. So it won't just be, you know, me beating up new players. And hopefully we will get to I'll probably play some more today and get to a decent rank. And I'll record and show you guys everything, so I'm not just secretly buying cards or, you know, whatever. Here I'm just gonna get rid of the Skyrock Golem. I mean, play the Skyrock Golem. I was probably gonna do that anyway, but it's especially good again with Greater Fortitude. For those who may be new players, Lionel has a 3 mana 3/5, and by buffing this up to 5 attack, I can kill it really easily next turn. Also, it's just a better minion on its own, even though you have to be a little bit careful about where you position it, because, you know, in Duelist, a 2 mana 2/3 is a fair bit better than a 3/2, because the 2/3 won't die to the general for free. Okay. Let's get rid of... maybe we don't want to get rid of this, actually. Get rid of the Provoker. Okay, so I'm actually gonna be aggressive with the mana crystals here and just play this here. So what I've done here is I've denied both mana crystals. I could actually, I'm gonna buff this up. Okay, buffing up is worth against Martyrdom, but it's better if he's gonna attack me with Tempest. I think the chances he has Tempest are lower. And it's not the end of the world. I'm actually just going to play it. Normally not a huge fan of that kind of play, but considering our position I don't mind it. So what I did there was, I was able to take both mana tiles and set myself up in a very good position to get the next one. Now, you can't always perfectly take use of the mana crystals, but if you can try and spend all your mana and take 3 mana crystals, you're going to have 3 more mana of stats on the board than your opponent. Okay, so here's the choices. To Adamantite, Adamantite Claws, and kill this for free, and then attack. That will leave my thing dead though. Well, I can go up here and play. I think I still want to do that. It's just good value. Okay, I am gonna trade in here. Part of me just wants to run back. Okay, I'm just not gonna attack. If I attack, then he'll be able to trade back in with his journal, and breaking the artifact's not that important. I mean, technically I should have moved here. because you could play like a 2-drop and then a 3-drop and steal this, but it's only very small things. But you know, it's still something you still want to strive for perfection when you play. Another thing which, you know, I kind of harp on about a lot in kind of striving for that perfection is trying to replace cards at the start of your turn, and if you know you're going to be drawing cards, do it as early as you can. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to get this out. And I'm just going to clear the board. I don't care if next turn he comes and trades this because it'll already be at 1 HP. So I'm just playing very heavily for board control. Developing big threats, which Lioner especially is not great at dealing with. And if he does deal with it, it will heal me a lot. Okay, so you guys can probably see why this card is a little bit of a trap. It takes up a card in your hand and it doesn't really do much. So even though it's good for its mana cost, it's not good for a card slot in your hand. Okay, gonna get rid of this. Just gonna attack here. Attack here. And then I'm just gonna play guess I might as well worry about Holy Tempest, not that it really matters. Not that I would expect him to have it. And just having this here basically means he can't fully use it. So it should be another win. I mean, nothing too impressive. I am versing, you know, mostly new players, if not all new players. But yeah, just showing the basic cards, and then I'm hoping you know, to get at least gold pretty soon, but I would imagine we can get a fair bit higher. So we do have lethal once again. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. So yeah, just once again, please do let me know if you want me to just aggressively disenchant pretty much everything that's not Magmar, or just to disenchant the bad cards. So we did get a few epics, which I'll probably disenchant most of these. Most of them are pretty bad. And then if we're only going straight to a good Magmar deck route, we'll pretty much get rid of them all. So next video we'll be disenchanting and crafting, and then we'll continue to rise up the ladder, and I'll keep playing on this account and recording everything. So let us know what you want to see with that, and then also stay tuned for some, you know, other S rank gameplay videos. Until next time, see you later guys.